Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. Mongrels, a novel by Stephen Graham Jones, is a unique and captivating tale that combines elements of horror, fantasy, and family drama. Set against the backdrop of the American South, this novel takes readers on an intriguing journey through the life of a young boy raised in a family of werewolves. Jones's narrative style seamlessly blends folklore and gritty reality, creating a compelling story that not only explores the supernatural, but also delves into themes of identity, belonging, and the struggles of adolescence. As the protagonist grapples with his family's peculiar nature and his own impending transformation, readers are invited to reflect on what it truly means to be an outsider, to find one's place in the world, and to navigate the complexities of family and personal destiny. Mongrels is a thought-provoking read that offers a fresh take on the werewolf mythos, while also serving as a poignant exploration of life's more common challenges. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, the unique werewolf lore. One of the most captivating aspects of Stephen Graham Jones's Mongrels is how it reinvents the traditional werewolf mythology. Rather than adhering to the clichéd notions of lycanthropy that many readers might be familiar with, Jones presents a more grounded and raw depiction of what it means to be a werewolf. His werewolves are not the invincible creatures of horror movies. They are depicted as marginalized individuals living on the fringes of society. This grounding in reality allows for a more nuanced exploration of the supernatural. The werewolves in Mongrels age just like humans, sustain injuries that don't magically heal, and face all the typical challenges of survival in the modern world. Furthermore, Jones explores the biological and physiological aspects of the werewolf transformation, adding layers of detail that make his supernatural creatures feel more authentic. This fresh take on werewolf lore challenges readers to reconsider preconceived notions and invites them to empathize with the struggles of a young boy on the cusp of embracing his dual identity. Secondly, family dynamics and the quest for identity. At the heart of Mongrels is the complex and often harsh dynamic of the protagonist's family. The narrative is largely shaped by the protagonist's interactions with his aunt and uncle, who serve as both guardians and mentors as he learns about his heritage and the implications of potentially becoming a werewolf. This family unit is emblematic of an often transient lifestyle, marked by frequent moves and the challenge of staying under the radar in a world that doesn't accept them. Through these familial relationships, Jones expertly navigates themes of loyalty, sacrifice, and the deep yearning for belonging. The protagonist's journey to find his place within his family and society mirrors the struggles of many adolescents grappling with their identities. Here, the werewolf transformation serves as a metaphor for growing up, embodying the fears and uncertainties of entering a new phase of life. In doing so, Jones crafts a narrative that is equally engaging in its depiction of supernatural elements as it is in its exploration of the universal quest for identity and acceptance. Thirdly, the role of setting in storytelling. Mongrels is set predominantly in the rural and small-town landscapes of the American South, a setting that adds depth and texture to the story. This region of the United States is often depicted in literature as a place with rich cultural nuances and a hint of mystery, which Jones capitalizes on to create a vivid backdrop for his narrative. The South's expansive woods, dilapidated towns, and secluded communities provide the ideal environment for the werewolves' transient lifestyle, offering both refuge and peril. In Mongrels, the setting acts almost as a character in itself, influencing the decisions and fates of the protagonists. The harsh realities of poverty and marginalization are palpable, underscoring the difficulties faced by the family as they navigate their lives. These elements ground the fantastical aspects of the novel in a tangible reality, allowing readers to feel the weight of the protagonist's struggles as if they were their own. Jones uses the setting not just as a backdrop, but as a critical component that shapes his characters and their experiences, enhancing the authenticity and emotional resonance of the story. Fourthly, adolescence and transformation. The theme of transformation is central to Mongrels, paralleling the supernatural with the universal experience of growing up. As the protagonist stands on the precipice of adolescence, he is faced with the looming possibility of inheriting the family curse, turning into a werewolf. This forthcoming transformation is symbolic of the transition from childhood to adulthood, with all its accompanying fears and uncertainties. Jones uses the werewolf metamorphosis as a powerful metaphor for the protagonist's own journey through adolescence, capturing the tumultuous nature of this stage of life. As he encounters trials and tribulations typical of teenagers, such as struggling with identity, seeking acceptance, and facing the unknown, these challenges are heightened by the supernatural elements woven into his family's history. This duality creates an emotionally charged narrative, where the protagonist's internal struggles and external circumstances are seamlessly intertwined. Thus, Jones's portrayal offers a poignant reflection on the challenges of adolescence, making Mongrels a relatable tale for anyone who has ever felt caught between two worlds, whether real or imagined. Lastly, the struggle of marginalization. Mongrels delves deeply into the theme of marginalization, presenting a family of werewolves who exist on the peripheries of society. These characters are often viewed as misfits, battling societal prejudice and economic hardships as they move from place to place, struggling to fit into a world that rejects them. This existence parallels the experiences of many marginalized groups in reality, who face discrimination and obstacles in their quest for acceptance and survival. Through the protagonist's eyes, the reader is exposed to the harsh realities faced by those who are different. The werewolves' constant need to conceal their true identities for fear of persecution serves as an allegory for anyone who has ever felt the need to hide who they truly are to avoid judgment or harm. Jones masterfully uses the motifs of the supernatural to highlight the real-world issues of societal exclusion and the desperate yearning for inclusion and understanding. By exploring these themes, Mongrels transcends its supernatural roots to deliver a powerful message about the human condition and the universal struggle for acceptance. In conclusion, Mongrels, a novel by Stephen Graham Jones, is a must-read for fans of the horror and fantasy genres, but it also offers much more beyond the thrill of the supernatural. This book will particularly resonate with readers who appreciate stories that delve into themes of identity, belonging, and the complexities of family dynamics. Jones's unique take on the werewolf mythos, coupled with his exploration of adolescent struggles, makes this novel appealing to young adults and anyone who has ever felt like an outsider. Through its vivid storytelling and relatable themes, Mongrels offers valuable insights into the challenges of growing up different, making it a compelling read for anyone interested in understanding the nuance of personal transformation. This book invites reflection on how we perceive those who exist on the margins of society and encourages empathy for the struggles they face. In doing so, Mongrels not only entertains, but also enriches readers' understanding of the importance of acceptance and the power of family, making it a beneficial addition to any book lover's collection. If you would like to support Stephen Graham Jones, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.